All right, let's roll.
All right, top of 18, Mendoza, come on
Hey,
up.
guys, can I borrow one of you real quick? One, both? It's at what page?
18, Judge, top.
All right, good morning, Mr. Mendoza.
Morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Do you mind running his license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please.
Not eligible, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mendoza, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir?
Uh,
How do you support yourself?
works.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm self-employed,
Okay,
construction.
and how much money do you make a month?
Probably about $2,000.
Okay, did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer or did you want to go hire a lawyer?
For a driver's license?
You're facing 6 months in jail. This is not a joke. This is not traffic court. This is big boy court, where you're facing a lot of time in jail.
I'll think about how to call a lawyer.
All right, we will give you time. I'm going to have you come up here, swear, touch that you're not going to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. I don't care that you need groceries. I don't care that you got to work. I don't care that baby has to go to the hospital. You drive.
I understand.
It's not going to go well for you.
Understand.
All right, come on.
Next, counsel is approved for.
Coming up, counsel. What's the last name of your client?
Linderos, Your Honor.
Okay. Linderos, come up.
In the middle.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you want to hear probable cause?
No, we wait.
Okay, is there anything that we need to know?
Yes, Your Honor, there was an open container in the vehicle. 2 open containers with alcoholic beverage cans and the cup holders, as well as 3 empty containers in the front passenger seat and 3 shot bottles.
Got it. Does he have a license to drive?
Yes, Your Honor, it's eligible.
Mr. Linderos, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using alcohol, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. I'm now also ordering you not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. You drive a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I send notice to DPS in Austin so that every police officer in the state knows if you're caught driving a vehicle, that vehicle doesn't have an interlock, they're going to take you to jail. Do you understand? I'm not going to warn you again. I don't care what you have to do in this life. You break these conditions, including marijuana, it's not going to go well for you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Molina. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, likewise, a warrant issues for your arrest. Do not pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you.
All right, right this way. Go ahead and sign for your reset. Bottom of 4, Dale, come on up.
Mr. Bell, do you have a lawyer today?
Yes, sir. I'm not sure what I got it.
Just hang tight. I'm sure that they'll be here. Okay, do not leave.
Bottom of 12, Holly.
Mr. Holly, do you have a lawyer?
I'm sorry, thanks.
Tell me what you do. What did you do to look for a lawyer? How many did you talk to? Okay, you may not need to talk to 22. 32, it's like buying a car. You understand? All right, we'll give you more time. I'm going to have you head on over to Victoria. All right.
Bottom of 13, Howard, come on up.
Mr. Howard, do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. I actually applied for a couple of the last time I was here.
You did not, no, you did not. Did you even look for a lawyer?
Yes, I have a pretty fast situation is kind of complicated because I work for the state, so I'm gonna be, but, and I was supposed to not pay, but I didn't. And then my heart got bankrupt, so.
What do you do for what do you do for a living?
I was personal to. For, easy to, but at the same time, finally starting like on the admin, but I don't have like vacation I don't do, so I'm not even paid right now.
Okay, Deputy, do you mind giving an application, please? Thanks.
Right this way.
All right, I'm gonna have you go sign a reset. We need you to fill that out. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have at the bank, what kind of cars you have, how many cars, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify.
Bottom of 22, Devin Beta.
Good morning, Mr. Sepulveda. Do you have a lawyer today?
No,
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm trying to do.
Okay, we'll give you a middle book. Stop, don't say anything. We'll give you more time. Head on over to Victoria and we'll give you a reset.
And,
No, stop. I don't want to talk. Please.
All right, Judge, top of 24, Dan.
Good morning, Mr. Vance. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that. What are you doing about that?
No, I've been calling around.
You may need to call more. You may need to call 10, 20, 30. We want more time. I'm going to have you head on over to Victoria and we'll see you in 30 days. Please have a lawyer by that time. Go.
Next judge is top of 25, Walker. Come on up.
Good morning, Ms. Walker.
Good morning.
Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm talking about, maybe like 12 lawyers, I have setting up, I can,
What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
Okay, where do you teach? Okay, you're an active teaching in a school? Okay. How much do you make a month? I don't know if you're going to qualify, ma'am. I mean, you have to be at the federal poverty guideline to qualify. I can have you fill out an application, but I don't know. You know. Okay, we'll give you more time. I'll tell you, 99% of the lawyers in Harris County will put you on a payment plan if you ask. It's finding the right one, couple $100 and they'll represent you. It's just really just calling. And it's like buying a car. You find the one that don't go to a Ferrari dealership, don't go to BMW. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Top of 27, Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that. We'll give you more time. If you want to head on over to Victoria, we'll have you give you a reset.
That's it for now, Judge.
Okay. Can I talk to you for a second? One or both? Sean, you'll find this interesting. Come on up. Come on. Okay, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Your Honor.
Great. I will need you to please translate for us if you don't mind.
Sure.
You are Mr. Mohammed, is it Dawagre?
Ustaz Muhammad Al-Dawagri.
You were charged with initially assault of a family member and evading arrest.
تم اتهامك بالاعتداء على فرد من أفراد الأسرة وأيضا التهرب من القبض عليك.
On both of those cases, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
والاتهام بتكون العقوبة ممكن تصل إلى سنة سجن $4,000 غرامة.
It's come to my attention that you have now picked up another case.
وجاء إلى علمي أن هناك أيضا قضية أخرى.
You now stand charged of violation of a protective order or a bond condition.
وأيضا تم اتهامك بخرق ومخالفة أمر الحماية الصادر ضدك.
On that one, you're facing up to a year as well and or a $4,000 fine.
وأيضا بالنسبة لهذا الاتهام ستكون العقوبة إلى مدة سنة سجن $4,000 غرامة.
We are going to do probable cause on all of your cases.
سيكون هناك سبب محتمل لهذه القضايا جميعها.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
لك الحق في التزام الصمت لأن أي شيء قد تقوله الآن قد يؤخذ ضدك.
Okay.
On April 16th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas,
في 16 أبريل 2026 بالنسبة لهاريس كاونتي في تكساس.
officer was dispatched to an assault call.
وهناك تم إبلاغ الشرطة.
Upon arrival, officers observed defendant fleeing the scene on foot.
وأيضا تم إبلاغ الشرطة وعند الوصول وجدنا المدعية متواجدة.
Running half a mile and then losing the officers in an alleyway.
وأيضا هناك عندما وصلنا المدعى عليه قد تم هروبه بمسافة نصف ميل.
Officers requested assistance via canines and drone from nearby agencies, and after a couple of hours, were unable to locate.
وأيضا تم المطاردة لمدة ساعتين باستخدام السلطة K9 وبعد هذه المدة لم يتم العثور على الشخص.
Complainant advised that she and defendant got in an argument. She went to lay down to not argue.
Okay, just
وقد شرحت المدعية أن هناك شجار تم بين الطرفين وقد تم طرحها أرضاً.
And defendant began punching with a closed fist on her body.
وأيضا تم الاعتداء من قبل المدعى عليه باللكمات على جسدها.
Defendant then took her phone to prevent her from calling police.
وأيضا حاول منعها من الاتصال بالشرطة بمهاجمتها جسديا.
Complainant asked a neighbor to call.
وقد استغاثت المدعية بالجارة ليتم الاتصال.
Complainant advised that defendant began to again assault her.
وأيضا أشارت المدعية أنه قد تم الاعتداء من قبل المدعى عليه.
Slapping her 3 times outside the location.
وأيضا هناك تم الاعتداء في نفس المكان.
And was heading back into the residence.
وقد تم خروجه ومحاولة هربه من المكان ورجوعه مرة أخرى إلى مكان السكن.
When he saw officers arriving and fled on foot.
وأيضا عندما رأى الشرطة قادمة حاول الهرب على قدميه.
Defendant was later located hiding.
وأيضا تم العثور على المدعى عليه مختبئا.
In the corner of a residence and taken into custody.
في مكان بجانب المكان السجن وتم القبض عليه واحتجازه.
this is the assault.
This is the assault, Your Honor.
هذا هو الاتهام الخاص بالاعتداء على فرد من أفراد الأسرة.
Tell me about the evading.
The evading, Your Honor.
في حالة التهرب سوف تشرح الاتهام الخاص بالتهرب من الشرطة.
This was the evading as well. He fled for 0.5 miles on foot.
Did they have him lawfully detained?
وأيضا التهرب قالت كان جزء من هذا الاتهام عندما حاول الهرب لمسافة 45 ميل على قدميه.
From the dams, Your Honor, Upon arrival,
وعند الوصول
officers observed defendant fleeing the scene on foot.
وعندما تم وإيجاده والقبض عليه كان على قدميه.
That's not enough. I'm going to find there's no probable cause to go forward on the evading arrest.
لا أرى سببا محتملا أيضا في التهرب.
I will find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward on your assault case.
وسوف أستمر في إيجاد الاتهام الموجه ليك بالاعتداء على فرد من أفراد الأسرة.
Now, he gets out of jail. They admonish him not to do certain things.
من الممكن خروج من السجن ولكن عليك اتباع التعليمات الآتية.
Is this correct?
هل هذا صحيح؟
Let's tell me about the violation, if you don't mind.
The VPO, Your Honor, on April 19th, 2026 in Harris County, Texas,
بالنسبة لي مخالفة التعليمات أو الخاصة بأمر الحماية في أبريل 19 2026.
defendant was at the South Houston Police Department trying to retrieve belongings from his residence.
قد وجد المدعى عليه في مكان السكن يحاول استعادة المتعلقات الخاصة به.
Retrieve belongings from his residence after being arrested earlier in the week for family violence.
بعدما كان تم القبض عليه في الاتهام الموجه لي بالاعتداء على فرد من أفراد الأسرة.
Officer was contacted by another officer.
وقد تم الاتصال بالشرطة.
Who advised she had taken a harassment/VPO case earlier in the day.
Sit down. Sit down.
وقد أشار أن لديه بعض المتعلقات في المنزل.
Because defendant had been making phone calls and threats since his release to complainant.
وقد تم الاتصال بالمدعية عدة مرات وتهديدها والتحرش بها من خلال الاتصال.
Complainant advised that defendant called several times.
وقد أشارت المدعية أن المدعى عليه تم الاتصال بها عدة مرات.
That he wanted his vehicle back.
وأنه يريد استعادة سيارته.
And that if he did not get it back, that something bad was going to happen.
وإذا لم يتم استعادة سيارته شيء سيء قد يحدث.
Defendant continued calling throughout the night. Complainant also received calls from defendant's friends.
وأيضا تم استدامة التواصل خلال المساء وأيضا من خلال صديق له أيضا.
Complainant believed her life to be in danger.
وأيضا قد تم الإشارة أن المدعي عليه يعرض المدعية إلى الخطر.
On April 16th, defendant was issued bond conditions signed by defendant, barring him from communicating with complainant.
أيضا في 16 أبريل قد تم توقيع المدعى عليه بالأمر الحماية الخاص بعدم التعرض للمدعية.
Complainant advised that defendant called her several times asking about the car.
وأيضا المدعية أشارت أن المدعى عليه اتصل بها عدة مرات بخصوص السيارة.
Recognizing his voice and that he would come to her or her mother's house to harm her.
وقد تعرفت على صوته وقال أنه سيأتي إلى منزلها أو إلى منزل الوالدة.
And that defendant had access through a friend to a .45 caliber handgun.
وأيضا من خلال صديق أيضا يتم التواصل أيضا معهم.
I'm inclined to revoke his bond now because he picked up a new case.
بناء عليه سوف ألغي الكفالة لأنه خالف أمر الحماية وهذه تعتبر قضية جديدة.
Your Honor, if I may, as far as the revocation of bond, not to excuse clients' alleged conduct, I try not to do that in front of judges. However, this is prior to him having an attorney. I guess he was explaining the bond conditions. However, it might have been somewhat of a misunderstanding that he might have thought it's no threatening or harassing rather than an all-out no contact judge. I've
It's
explained
paperwork.
the severity of the allegations.
أنا أعلم أن هذا ليس يعتبر عذرا، ولكن قد يكون فهم الشروط الخاصة بالكفالة وأمر الحماية بشكل خاطئ، أنه ممنوع التهديد، ولكن شرح القاضي أنه تم شرح هذا الأمر.
And Your Honor,
I only had a little bit. Just,
Go ahead.
and I mean, Judge, he went to the police station in order to retrieve his belongings. I mean, whether he thinks that allegedly he did anything wrong or not, I mean, he went to the police
He's
station.
allegedly continuing to make harassing and threatening phone calls. It threatens to get a gun.
Well, I think what the state
Hold
said
on.
is that
وقد أيضا أشار أنه عندما ذهب إلى الشرطة لطلب حاجاته الخاصة فقد أيقن أن هذا له حق، ولكن رد القاضي وقال أنه تم تهديده لها عبر الاتصال وأيضا تهديده باستخدام سلاح.
Well, Judge, I think unless I misheard, I don't think he threatened to get a gun, Judge. I think that she said she knew he had access to a gun through a friend. I think she just knows that his friend had a gun.
I heard that he threatened to get a gun and has a friend who's got a 45.
I might have misheard the state.
straight from the DINs, the complainant said that defendant told her that he had access through a friend to a 45 caliber handgun.
I'm my mistake, Judge. I heard it wrong. Or heard it differently. That's what I'm saying.
وأيضا تمت الإشارة أنه قد تم تهديدك لها من خلال صديق قد تحضر سلاحا أو مسدسا لتهديدها، وأنك ممكن أن تصل إلى 45 في هذا الأمر.
And there's no audio of these phone calls yet. I mean, obviously these are serious allegations. However, she could say that she was threatened or whatnot. There's no evidence of that.
This is.
I'm not
Go
speaking
ahead.
the probable cause. I'm just speaking.
هو قد قال المحامي أنه ليس هناك تسجيل صوتي، فهو مجرد كلام منها، وقد تستطيع أن تهدد بأي شيء قد تقوله، وليس هناك دليل مادي على ذلك.
This is exactly why we tell you not to have contact with someone.
وهذا بناء عليه أنه طلب منك عدم الاتصال بأي شخص.
There are many vindictive people in this life that will use this as leverage against you.
قد يتم اتخاذ أي شخص من الأشخاص قد يتم اتخاذ هذا الأمر ضدك.
I'm going to protect my community at all costs, Mr. Mohammed.
أنا سوف أحمي المجتمع من هذا الأمر يا أستاذ محمد.
If I find that you go anywhere near this person,
إذا قربت بأي حال من الأحوال تجاه هذا الشخص،
I will add many zeros to the end of your bond.
سوف أضع عدة شروط صفرية كثيرة لهذه الكفالة.
As a condition of your bond, you are not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works.
من شروط الكفالة عدم الاقتراب مسافة 1000 قدم من مكان العمل أو مكان السكن.
The Texas Constitution does not allow me, but in very limited circumstances, to hold someone at no bond.
بالنسبة لي الدستور في ولاية تكساس يقيدني في أن أضع شخصا أو أن أنا أحتجزه دون شروط للكفالة.
You are there now.
أنت موجود هنا الآن.
You violate conditions. I will have a hearing to hold you at no bond.
خالفت الشروط دون الكفالة.
You're not to be in possession of any weapons.
ممنوع عليك استخدام أو حيازة سلاح.
Not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs.
ممنوع عليك استخدام المخدرات أو أي نوع من الكحوليات.
An additional protective order is a third-degree felony.
وأيضا يعتبر أمر حماية ثالث هذا درجة ثالثة من الجناية
10 years in prison.
وقد تكون العقوبة تصل إلى 10 سنوات بالسجن.
No contact means no contact at all, and I don't care if she initiates it.
ممنوع الاتصال، وعندما أقول ممنوع الاتصال يعني ممنوع الاتصال وأنا لا يهمني إذا حتى هي بدأت بالاتصال. ممنوع الاتصال باتا.
GPS?
GPS model.
Okay. You have a GPS monitor. We know where you are 24 hours a day.
لديك جهاز تتبع، نحن نعلم أين أنت ومراقب لمدة 24 ساعة في اليوم، فيعرف مكان تواجدك من خلال هذا الجهاز.
Okay, I'll keep the bond as is, but it's no tolerance. If any more slip-ups, and would you please let your client know so that if he attempts anything to let us know?
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
أيضا هنا سوف أعطي الكفالة والشروط تبقى كما هي، ولكن إذا كان هناك أي محاولات أخرى فلا تسامح في هذا.
okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck. Okay, thank you.
حظ سعيد. Thank you, Your Honor.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mendoza?
Yeah, come on up. Just the last name of your client.
Cantu.
Cantu? Okay. Are you here for Ms. Mogadishian, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Cantu.
Mr. Petty.
Oh, does he have bond violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
It's just a report.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Cantu has several issues with his initial device, which he talked to preach all about. He's kept them aware of it. This last one violation came from his device actually really breaking down. He did spill water on it and he completely just went out. He has since then ordered a new device and it's now going on it.
That means that anybody can just whoop, and then they don't have to use it.
Understandable, Your Honor. And some of those skills weren't actually true skills. Preacher, I can correct me if I'm wrong. Some of them were at the window, and some of them were when the waiting period of him getting a new device, which he's since received and has been going fine with no problem.
I have not seen any report of this, so I will get in front of the officer directly.
Okay, do you mind? And then just letting me know? Okay, just, I guess we'll wait a second to see what she finds. Yeah, please. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Roger. Yeah, I think you're good. Just reset the case. It's your first setting, right?
Correct. I just wanted to approach on bond conditions.
Just the last name of your client.
Lara Saba.
That's right.
We don't want to modify your own work. It's
Tell me.
briefly, she does have random urinalysis, Your Honor, but she does have a scheduled trip on May 20th to May 23rd. It's the Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, Roger. Just let her know she's going to get tested when she gets back not to use.
That's what I
Yeah.
would say.
Okay.
Get tested.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
You're good to go.
go.
Yes, sir.
Bottom of 7, Collins?
Mr. Collins, do you have a lawyer today? Stop. I don't want you to say anything. We will give you more time. I'm going to have you head on over to Victoria and we'll give you another reset. Please have a lawyer by the next setting. Please.
23, Simon?
Good morning, Mr. Simon. Do you have a lawyer today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just wait for them to get here. Okay, just take a seat, please.
And then right below that one, Judge Smith?
Morning, Mr. Smith. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that. Did you, I'm sorry? You're facing a year in jail. A year in jail. Not only that, you're facing the fact that you can never own a gun or ammunition. You're also facing the fact that if you ever pick up another one, you could be facing a third-degree felony up to 10 years. Don't say anything. You need a lawyer. This is not the first rodeo that you've been through. It's not. So what did you do to look for a lawyer? Okay, I'm telling you now, you need a lawyer. Okay? So hold on. We will give you time, but it's a matter of you finding one. It's like a shoe. Find one that fits. There's a gajillion and one lawyers in Harris County. It's a matter of you picking up the phone and finding one. You understand? You're charged with assault. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Do you understand? I'm not going to talk to you about the case. Okay, you need to understand. Okay. What do you do for a living, Mr. Smith? Why can't you not do nothing at the moment? I'm not going to talk to you about the case. Mr. Smith, there's a certain way that you're supposed to comport yourself in a courtroom. There's a certain matter of respect that we would like. I'm not asking much from you. I didn't put the charge on you. I'm just here explaining to you what the nature of the charge is, what you're facing, and telling you the fact that you need a lawyer. I can't sit here and argue with you about take the hair out of your face, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just confused on what's going on. That's why.
Okay, I've explained it to you. Okay, we're going to give you more time. You need to call maybe 10, 20, 30. When you come back, please have a better attitude and we'll go from there. Okay? Please.
All right, Judge, the last one is page 26, Williams.
Did you say bottom of 26?
26.
Good morning, Ms. Williams.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you have a lawyer today?
I don't, I object to the request.
You object to the request.
Yes. The defendant is a beneficiary of the trust.
The defendant is a beneficiary of the trust.
Yes.
You are the defendant.
The defendant is recognized by the social. I do not have a social. I have the TIN,
What is a TIN?
the tax identification number.
I thought it was an EIN.
It's, that's-
Employee identification number. Isn't it an EIN? Okay.
Yes, so I am Jamal Williams, is the representative of the defendant that is the beneficiary of the trust. So I am here to offset whichever debt and understand the nature of these charges or the criminal, admiralty, maritime, or whichever jurisdiction before I can proceed.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to know whether you have a lawyer today and if you've talked to anyone. That's
You
it.
also have a lawyer.
Okay.
And I would like for the court to be in motion to dismiss these charges.
Okay. I mean, you're welcome to file them. We're not going to do it for you. You're welcome to file any documents that you want. You can do
I
that.
have tried to before with your county clerks and they keep on denying my documents.
Go to the third floor, go to the third floor, the customer service, and I think that they can take anything that you want to file.
They send me to the third floor, to the ninth floor, every time. The confusion and it's a violation, federal violation, of the county law.
Have you guys done anything that expired?
No, personally, I haven't.
Not her, it was another lady that was here before.
Okay, you're welcome to file anything and we'll take it for you if you'd like. But, I mean, you have several ways that we can go forward. You can represent yourself. You can hire a lawyer. You can apply for a court-appointed lawyer if you'd like. How would you like to go forward?
I would like to represent myself.
Okay. Sure. Let's do this. I have some business to handle. We need to do what's called a Beretta hearing, because I need to have put a hearing on the record to see whether you should represent yourself. Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. If you need open heart surgery, are you going to, operate yourself? I mean, you probably could, but it's probably not a good idea. It's the same thing with the law, with the legal case. You may not know the rules of evidence. You may not know the rules of criminal procedure. You may not know the Texas Penal Code. If you try to admit something and you don't do it the proper way, it'll get denied, because when you represent yourself, we treat you as if you were a lawyer, you yourself. So let me have you take a seat in the jury box. Let me handle all the business, and then we'll have, Ramon is here, right?
Yes, Judge.
We'll have a hearing on the record, and then you're more than likely to represent yourself. Just remember, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. So if you end up representing yourself and you talk to the DAs and you say something where you think it's helping, but in reality it hurts you, they may very well use it against you to prove guilt. Okay? So just hang tight. Give me 10 minutes. Let me get through stuff, and then I'll call you up and then we'll do it here. Okay, sure. Yes, ma'am.
Charles did, but
He got the device on March 30th, and so all of us get tested after he got the new device. And so they're about an hour and a half. Some of them.
So it's all after the new device.
So I am still under the impression that the device that he has is still effective. That's what I was told.
Who told you that?
Clients told me that.
Okay.
That the device
Sure.
that he was going on was not working properly. And he called to tell pretrial that
Yeah, so on the 22nd, he called us saying that he spilled water on the device, and so he didn't think that it was working properly. We advised him to contact the company. There are not any entries as of yet. AP company or their new.
Oh, so we're still with the same device?
he has calls from the March.
No, not mushroom. Sorry, this is April 23rd.
Right. Well, I'm saying for like, until he spills the water on the device he has now, and got the new one, he did call about the old and still not functioning properly.
He called the vendor, but the old one still not functioning.
Yes.
Was he still using it?
He was told by his house to still continue to go on it, even though it wasn't like Easter egg.
Yes, until he got the new device, and then he was ordered to the new device.
Okay.
But he hasn't done the new device yet.
He has done the new.
But there's still skips after the new device.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Cantu, come up. This is your now second set of bond violations. I can't just continue and let it go forward, sir. Because if not, I'm telling you what you're doing is okay, and it's not. I'm now going to revoke your bond. You will go to jail. Guys, it goes with you. His bonds are at $100 now. I'll set him at 5,001, and then we'll go from there. He'll auto-populate on tomorrow's docket, but I just can't continue to let him go. I let him go one time. Here we go. It goes with you. Talk to them.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah. 5,001. Hey, guys, you ready? Hey, yeah.
Hey, Judge.
Hi.
This is a Mr. Masumada. It's a fugitive case.
Is this the guy that
Yeah.
you surrendered
His
the?
wife came in and surrendered his passport this morning.
Okay,
We
great.
just need the bond amount set.
Yeah.
She's claiming
What
this
is
last
that?
company.
6,000? Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
Good, Your Honor.
Hey, what's
So,
up?
I'll wait for him to get here. My plan was this case to be done under the New York Time Code and tax code. So if we can get this hearing to a vote closest to the IRS policies, I would appreciate it.
Who's your guy?
So this is off docket, but we need to come back on it again, no problem. But it's a weird written.
A new case or?
It's an arraignment, just an arraignment. But he's already gotten bond conditions. That being said.
Have I seen him already?
He does not.
So I need to see him. I have to do the arraignment. I want, so, yeah.
Well.
Always on a first setting, I need them to sign conditions.
That's perfect, because
and
it does give us time to get that vote here.
Okay. Hey, be prepared. You know,
I think
be
this might be
prepared.
resolved for that. No, and honestly, I think that he would have a very good argument, like more so on this one than the last one. It's just officers need to learn commas and not periods.
Yes, I know that there
Like-
are,
Because when you
There-
put a period, you end the action.
no, but there are, I think there are a couple
There,
Supreme Court opinions that
right.
really revolve around a
Around,
comma
right.
and, yeah.
But I mean, some officers, you know, the agency are born or right. It's like some I've read, and I'm like, this is really good writing. And then some, it's like, I don't even know if this guy's literate. But this one, it's like.
But it's like that in everyday life with everything, Michael. You know, you get
When
good
someone's
ones and then you
literate,
get
it's
lazy
online,
ones.
that we should teach. At least coherence.
But then what would that do to your job?
It's not what it would do to my job. My job is merely to make sure that my client's rights are upheld and my client's rights to be trampled by bad grammar.
How upset would you be if every single person wrote like they were a Harvard law scholar?
Well, then
You know?
I'd be the dumb one. I'd be like, what is this guy writing? Like I'm incompetent.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt on my first day of constitutional law. I get in there, he starts talking for half an hour. I'm like, what? Is it Mandarin?
But no, here's the deal. I love 1 L year. I was that weird guy that was just like, man, this is like Monday would roll up and I'd be like 6 o'clock Monday morning. I'd be like, gotta go learn.
Yeah, yes. But it took me a while to kind of acclimate to,
I was just happy to be there. For it, yeah, it's gonna be distribution. We do defensive grammar.
day.
I do the defense.
I'm about to head to court 10 for probably a good hour. If you guys got anything, just so you know.
I know. You want to put the surrender one?
Yeah, I just got, I heard back on the Judge, you also have
Mr. Bell,
Good morning.
hey, how are you, man? Happy Monday. So would a swab create that kind of issue?
Don't know for certain.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, a swab, you swab it and the alcohol dissipates immediately.
Yeah, but it's all over the body. So yeah, they have leaves placed all over the body.
They don't put alcohol in the leads. They put a gel, right? But the gel doesn't have alcohol in it.
It's soaked into the skin and
Veronica, tell me about,
I got another issue.
oh, okay, tell me.
He's in the hospital once. He's been admitted to the hospital.
You have proof?
Yeah.
You have proof?
I have a picture of him. You get it to me. You got a picture of his room number that he sent to me.
Show me what you got. Because usually they'll have some kind of admittance
Yeah,
document.
I got a bracelet where he had on it too. So this is what he sent me this morning, showing when he was in the hospital.
That says
I'll get you
Jonathan.
the name.
I'll hold. Just let me know when you're ready. And then, yeah, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
The other issue with the doctors, and they may need to keep the wax off so that he can get some shades while he's in the hospital. So just get the court here at that point.
Okay? I mean,
And we'll give proof of all.
yeah, just get me proof. If he's in the hospital, obviously I'm not going to ding him in the hospital, but
We'll get all.
well, I guess we'll address it afterwards. But so the alcohol violation, tell me about it.
Graham received an alert saying that alcohol was detected, and so we were able to get in contact with him about that. I know he could call our office to talk with an officer.
You need to download everything to even see. Is that what it is? Do you need to have the document to download all the information, or do you have it? You know, usually a lot of times someone will tamper with it, or you can tell how long the alcohol violation is. Well, it lasted 2 hours, it lasted 3 hours. And can you tell any of that now or no? I mean, Veronica, take your time because he needs to get documentation anyways to prove that the client's in the hospital. And so are we set for trial on the first day?
We're not set for trial.
Hey, it's so much drama, man. You know,
We would like to try to work it out, so I'm gonna try to get with the prosecutor and
okay.
just-
Let me be honest, that prior to doing anything, I would think the most prudent thing would probably to do with TRAS first to see how we go forward.
So he's got a two.
How long ago?
This was, I've been on the case so far about 2 months ago, when he did that to action, and recommended inpatient treatment. But he's in a condition where he cannot do inpatient treatment because of all the obviously one mistake he had.
It'll be interesting to see how we go forward. I have no idea. I mean, just get on it and then just let me know when you're ready.
Will do.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Hi, counsel. You ready?
I get so good.
Come on up. And no, because I have to go to court 10. I was gonna do that first and then come back in. Hi, just the last name of your client. Just the last name.
Bill,
Bill, okay?
Jason.
Just, you're good. Just, you want to reset?
No, I just wanted to do that. Probably cause hearing. Had had a probable cause hearing.
There was one.
Yes, the case is 100 days old, so yeah, we did it quite a while ago. If you want to do it again,
Did you do it or did?
I did it. I think I did. Let me see.
January 21st, Judge.
Did I do it?
Good morning, Judge. May I approach?
Give me 1 second, Mr. Francis. I did,
You did.
but do you have a problem with it? I did do it.
A little bit.
Well, tell me.
The
I'm all ears.
older marijuana out there.
Okay?
That's all he was going on.
But there's case law that says that's sufficient now.
Is it? I need to come down here more often. don't I?
Yeah, I mean, if you find something to the contrary, I'm all ears.
No.
Just let me know.
Good. Remember, I do.
Yeah. But I'm happy with what,
No, that's good.
just, take your
Thank
time.
you.
Yes, sir. Counsel.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, how are you?
Please remark this to Eddie.
Okay, Evans, are they ready? Oh, is this Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Okay.
Leon, the rest of
Good morning, Mr. Evans. So you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up of a family or household member that makes it a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're also charged with violation of protective order. I'm assuming that case will be dismissed in exchange for the plea on this one.
Yes.
You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of terroristic threat, sir? Guilty or not guilty? Are you guilty of this offense? Are you sure? Okay. All right, I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to. Good luck, Mr. Evans. All right. Mr. Francis, you ready?
Yes, sir, Judge.
All right, just the last name of your client, sir.
Norman,
What is it?
Norman.
Norman.
Yes, sir. Joshua Norman. So, Judge, this is a DWI MAJ. And the state made an offer this morning of time served on this case. And so
Why would
I
we
need
do
to I'm not objecting to
that. Sure.
But I would like a little bit of time to at least discuss the offer with my client, as long as all of this is okay by you.
Did he do anything?
Your role in IOP SOP, I think it was enrolled, we started, we provided one positive for alcohol today, but he's just here. From there, he's been reporting since you filed the motion on March 13th.
What, does he have any devices?
Yes, he has a device and he's in compliance with it.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll continue him for now. The sanction is 120, any more violations. So I'm going to continue him so he can finish doing it, Mr. Francis.
Fantastic.
But the sanction is 120 if there are any more violations.
I will certainly discuss that with him, Judge.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will say this, Judge, that the IOP SOP classes, they were all financial based. He's had some hardships as far as financial is concerned. He did test positive. He did blow positive rather on his device. There was a few times. He is struggling, but he's trying to put his life back together. And so I think a continuation would be good for him.
Any further violations, Mr. Francis, though, it's okay.
1000%. I understand, Judge.
When does he term?
On 17.
That's not enough time. 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mr. Francis.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Good morning, Ms. Hernandez. It's Ms. Hernandez, right?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or up to a year in jail. Was there any restitution in this case?
Checking right now, Your Honor, we had asked for them to send us something, but they never
They
did.
never sent you anything? Okay. Ms. Hernandez, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. This is final today. You can never undo this. Is this what you want to do? Are you sure? Okay. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, Ms. Hernandez.
And the state is going to dismiss the failure to ID, Judge.
Got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care.
Fernanda, you can step over here.
All right. We are on the record in cause number 260-6568, State of Texas versus Andrew Williams. Mr. Williams has been charged with driving while his license is suspended. He's facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Today's date is April 27th, 2026. It's approximately 10:26 in the morning. Guys, if you please will announce yourselves for purposes of the record with the state going first.
Corwin for the state of Texas.
And you are?
Andrew Morgan Williams for the defendant, Andrew Morgan Williams.
Okay. Mr. Williams has indicated to me today that he would like to represent himself. So I'm going to just go through a series of questions so that everyone here is protected in the event that he wants to go forward representing himself so that he understands fully what the consequences are so that he can't come back at a later time and try to make a complaint or this or there. You need to fully understand what you're facing. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. If you don't mind just letting me know. So how old are you? Mr.
44.
Where were you born?
St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Do you read and understand English?
Yes,
Do you have any learning disabilities or communication handicaps?
no,
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent or treated for any mental health disorder?
no.
What is your educational background?
Some college,
Did you graduate from college?
no.
Do you have any legal training, education, or experience?
I'm a certified combination welder. I'm a certified medical assistant.
Sure. But do you have any legal training or experience?
None,
Have you ever represented yourself in a prior legal proceeding?
no,
Do you understand the charges against you?
no. I don't speak Lebanese.
You don't speak legalese. You were charged with driving while your license is suspended or invalid.
There's no evidence.
Hold on. I just need to understand whether you know what the charges are and whether you understand it. We're not going to dispute the case now.
I recognize.
So you do understand what the case is.
Yes,
Do you know what type of punishment you were facing?
no,
You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
okay,
Do you understand that now?
I understand.
Okay. Do you understand what the range of punishment is if you are convicted of these charges?
Yes,
You have the right to court-appointed counsel. Do you want to waive that right?
yes,
Is your waiver done intelligently, knowingly, and voluntarily?
Yes.
No one has forced you to do any of this.
no,
Do you understand that you will not be able to claim ineffective assistance of counsel at a later time if you are unsuccessful at trial?
understood.
Do you understand that if you elect to proceed pro se, meaning that you represent yourself, you must comply with the same technical rules of evidence and appellate procedure as a lawyer?
Understood.
Do you understand that you will not be granted any special consideration because of your lack of formal legal training?
Understood.
You understand that because of your lack of formal legal training, you may fail to raise points of error that may exist in the trial record.
Understood.
Are you familiar with the Texas Penal Code?
A little bit.
Are you familiar with the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure?
I've read a little bit.
Are you aware of the dangers and disadvantages of the dangers of self-representation?
Yes,
Knowing that you're untrained, without prior legal experience, and not familiar with the rules of evidence or procedure, do you want to waive your right to effective assistance of counsel?
I'd like to waive I don't waive any of my rights, right, for the record, right?
For legal counsel?
I do not waive any of my Bill of Rights, amendment rights, constitutional rights.
I understand that. Yes, but this is just for purposes of a lawyer.
Please, for the record.
Understand that if you do decide to represent yourself, you must comport yourself in an orderly way. You cannot use this to obstruct justice, to make a mockery or whatnot. You'll be held to the same standards. You understand and okay with this? Okay. I am happy with you to represent yourself. We just need you to sign a document stating that you're going to formally waive. And then at that point, we will have you speak to the district attorney and you guys can work out whatever you can want. If not, at that point, we can set the case for trial and we'll just go from there. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay. All right. Off the record. Okay. So what will happen now is I'm going to reset your case. The case isn't old, right? It's what, 30, 40 days?
February 17th.
Do you have the waiver
Yes, Chair.
printed so we can have him sign it? So what I'm going to do is we'll reset your case to around 30 days. We'll need you to come back every setting so that because you're representing yourself, you'll have to be here. You'll need to get together with the district attorney's office to go through all the evidence that they have to prosecute this case against you. They're not going to give you copies, but you can take notes and prepare, bring a lot of paper so that you can take notes and you can write down everything that they have. You obviously have access to all the public documents, so you can go to the third floor and they'll give you copies of anything that you may need that's in your case file, this public record. If you want to file anything, come to me and I'll accept anything that you want to file, and then we can just make it a part of the file. Don't go to the third floor, just come here and then I'll take it for you and then we can file it here.
So can I give you my documents now?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. So understand that you'll need copies for them as well. So anything that you file here with the court, you will also have to give a copy to the DA. So if you don't have copies now for everybody, we can set it a week, 2 weeks, you pick. You're the master of this case. So I'm happy to do whatever date you want, but whatever you're going to serve here, you also need to give them copies as well. Okay?
All right, and I have an address for the office Can you do that or?
Yes,
Yes, I can get an address. It's,
it's in this building. Right, it's, yeah, fifth floor or where?
Fifth floor of this building.
Yeah, this building, go to the fifth floor. Do you have a card?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you give him a card? It might be easier that way. She's going to give you a business card so that you have it. That way, if you want to mail anything, it might be easier for you just to bring it here and then we can file it. And then we can also give her a copy. So that way we can all make notations that you've done what you've done. So there's proof. And then we'll just give you time. You want to try to set up a meeting now so that you have something? What do you have? What discovery do you have?
911
Okay,
and body cam video. Body
Okay.
cam and dash cam.
got it. So did you hear that? They've got a 911 tape. They also have body camera footage. So when you come to their office, you can sit down. They will have an investigator that sits with you and you can watch, listen to everything and take notes. And then after that, go and then we come back and then go from there. Okay? Okay. Good luck. Yes, sir. Hi, Mark. You ready?
Yeah, I want to approach Mr. Bricinio, but I think Mr. Bricinio probably wants to hear what we're approaching on. With your permission.
Mr. Briseño?
Yeah.
Okay, Briseño, come up. What's the word?
Well, the word is that we're missing a 911 tape. And I have requested it, and I keep requesting it, and apparently it's not coming through. Mr. Bricinio is very frustrated that he's not able to for this case to proceed.
Yeah, I agree. What's the holdup?
Yeah.
We requested the 911 in February. I asked for admin to check up on it, to follow up, see why it's taking so long, if we haven't heard back from our admin yet.
Okay, so we'll set up for a 10-day discovery hearing. Whatever's not in by that time doesn't come in. Yeah, okay.
So 10 days discovery hearing.
Yeah. Just an exact 10 days from now, if they don't, whatever they don't have, that's it.
Trying to count the days.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll be the 7th. So next Thursday.
Next Thursday, so that'd be 7 probably.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys.
No.
Please.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Take care.
I don't know the lyrics for the website.
Hey, yes, ma'am.
So I don't. On top is his doctor's note in graduate, he's trying to figure out to. They're like, and so that was the thing I said. The next few papers are the spread report, and so we should see alcohol detected on the 19th, and then we didn't go down until fund.
So he was, the alcohol was detected at a time that he wasn't at the hospital. Okay, great. Okay, thanks. Oh, wait, can you provide this to Mr. Bell so that he sees it? Okay, I'm gonna go to court. Okay.
Sorry, Judge, I'm sick of the
Please.
poll. I'm sick of the poll, the audience.
All right,
You would enjoy it. Yes.
you ready? Let's roll. Okay, hey, guys, come on up. Hi, Robert. Who you got?
It's an off docket matter.
Okay,
It's called number 260
okay,
7183.
7183? Okay,
This is the case that I put, I believe, last week. We were waiting on a Rick ball. He's got a year-old child in felony court, got an AFE here. They've spoken with the victim, the mom.
twice now. She's spoken with me as well. She's recanting, saying basically nothing happened. He never touched her. Sorry, there's injuries there that she had, but might have been self-inflicted. Not sure. She didn't get into details on that. But she's saying, yeah, she lied and she didn't, he never touched her.
What do you want?
I want, on the bond conditions, there's no contact with her or the child. I just want to see if we can mirror the felony. Bond conditions have no threatening or harassing contact and no unsupervised contact with the child instead.
Well, I don't have, I'm not going to do anything about the child. My only concern is about her. Have you spoken to her?
Yes, she did recant. She said that, she doesn't want to come home.
And the other reason I mentioned the child is because it does say in here, no contact with either one of them on our conditions.
Tell me about the assault real quick.
Complainant stated defendant and complainant have been arguing on and off since the previous afternoon. Defendant began to poke the complainant in the forehead with his finger. Complainant then put her hand up near her face to prevent the defendant. Defendant then struck her with his right hand in the fist. Sorry, defendant then struck her hand with his right hand in the fist 2 times, causing pain. Do you want to hear about the injury to the child as well? A complainant went to breastfeed her child on the bed. Defendant then went into the bedroom and asked the complainant why she was lying on his bed without his permission. Defendant
So, really quick, Judge, just so I can give some context to what's going on. They did explain that there's a petty fight over him being upset that she's not working, not going to school.
I don't care what, just,
Yep.
I'm not ready yet.
And really quick, as far as the injury to the child case, mom did say that the baby hit himself and my client had a cut on his finger. Any blood marks that were on the baby were from him carrying the baby, the cut on his hand.
Great, I'm not ready yet.
Do you all, the other reason why I'm asking if we can do that, Judge, is because felony is saying no threatening or harassing.
I get it.
The judge specifically asked if he had done any kind of counseling with her, right? Family counseling, he's not allowed to go to the house, right? Not allowed to do that. We're not asking for, we're just asking for him to have, be able to have non-threatening or harassing contact so that he can go about and start doing, get counseling, family counseling involved with her. He's still gonna have to stay away from the house. He has a GPS monitor.
Show me first that he's registering what he's got and then we'll talk.
Yes.
But I'm not going to just hope and then he hopes. And then if we do it, first I want him to sign up and then I want to monitor progress to see how he's actually doing. And then baby steps will do it. But at this point, not yet.
Okay.
No, but show me that he's actually going to do it, that he signed up, get ready to do it. And then we'll start talking.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Mr. Uncle. Come on up. Yes, ma'am.
It's 2 off the docket cases, both regarding bond conditions.
Okay. Who's first?
First cause number is 2593107.
Okay.
2 conditions of his bond were, one of them was to get full-time employment. The other one was to come today for the drug test. He does have full-time employment that he is supposed to pay. He told me that he's on a 90-day probationary period and his job was between that hour.
Do you have proof that he's actually working?
I have the name and the number of the place, and I can ask him for written confirmation. This is all very,
Sure. He's not here though, huh?
no,
I'm going to revoke the bond. He's supposed to be here.
no, I don't.
Is he not supposed to be here today?
He's not on docket. No. He may have been before.
But he's supposed to test today.
He's supposed to test.
I mean, he has until the end of docket, I guess, right? He can go until 3:00. Yeah. But if he shows up at 4, then don't they usually send him away?
Usually they'll try to squeeze them in. We can tell people like latest is 4 p.m.
Okay, so, I mean, he's got until 4:00.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fun trying to find this job. He has it now. He was in contact with me.
Okay, I'll give him until tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, who's your other one?
My other one, let me back off some more. 2561739.
Okay,
She has random drug testing. She reported to me that on between May 14th and May 23rd, she needs to check on a family member out of state. She wanted me to see if one would.
Yes, it's okay, but let her know she's going to get tested when she comes back.
I believe it would be May 26th as the first business day after her return.
How long is she going?
Memorial Day, 14th to 23rd.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you. May I
thanks.
please?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Adam. What's up?
Good, I have two pieces for you.
Okay,
The first is James Baldwin,
okay.
and he is in custody.
Tell me what's the word on Mr. Baldwin? Oh, we got to set a bond.
Yes,
Is he here?
he's in the blue.
Can you bring out Mr. Baldwin? Yeah, who's your second case?
Second is Quentin Gray.
Come up, Mr. Gray.
Judge, I would just ask the court to consider, this has, I believe, been a misunderstanding.
Do you mean the fact that he took alcohol? The fact that he tested positive for alcohol, it's a misunderstanding?
I'm referring to the reading on the portable device, Your Honor. Mr. Gray had recently started using a mouthwash. He was, and Judge, I would just note, so I believe he was using this repeatedly during the test. But also note that there were 3 readings taken, although only 2 were alleged in the the revoke. The first 2 were at 0.066. The second was taken at 6:45, so a full 20 minutes after the first one is at 0.050. Now, I'm no portable device technician, but that does seem like a very significant drop in blood alcohol concentration over 50 minutes.
He's eliminating, it's the second BVR. What do you want? You don't get rewarded for continuing to pick up BVRs.
I would just know, I mean, he's currently on a portable, could the court consider maybe putting him on a SRAM device instead?
It's the second bond. It's continuing to happen. It doesn't get better the more violations you get. Coming up, Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
On April 22nd, 2026, officer was dispatched to a burglary in progress at a townhouse residence in Harris County, Texas. Witness stated that defendant broke the front glass door to her residence and then forced entry into her neighbor's / complainant's residence. Witness reported the glass door will cost $2,000 to fix. Defendant proceeded to damage complainant's back glass door and the attic door of the residence and then attempted to barricade themselves inside while drinking mouthwash and wine. Officers gained entry and detained defendant on scene. Complainant observed the defendant was wearing complainant's pants and that the defendant had damaged multiple items in the residence, including leaving the shower head running and flooding the restroom. Damage to complainant's property was about $2,000 and $2,170.
So he has an open criminal mischief, a felony criminal mischief. Is this the same complaining witness?
Checking right now, Your Honor.
Mr. Baldwin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, and I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go in within 1,000 feet of where this person lives or works, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night. So you will have a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. How old is your client? 18, 19?
Anyone?
On your other ankle, you will get a scram monitor so we know that you're not consuming alcohol. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be tested random. Well, actually, you're going to have a monitor so we know that you're not consuming alcohol. These are things that you're going to get if you get out. Your bonds now on the both felony cases are totaling $70,000. We need to set a bond now. What's an appropriate bond considering?
Yes, Your So I would just note, as your Honor observed, that his felony bonds are quite high already, so that they will be sufficient to ensure future court appearance and prevent future harm to the community. I would also note that Mr. Baldwin has ties to the community in the form of a job. He works at Health Fitness as a salesman. In that role, he makes about $10 an hour plus commission. And my understanding is quite successful as a salesman. He does have an address in Houston, and he lives together with his parents. If he needs a ride to court or anything like that, his parents will be able to provide that. So Judge, I would ask your Honor to, I mean, frankly, the felony bonds will probably prevent him from getting out, but I would ask that your Honor set this case at a PR bond so that if he does get a bond reduction in felony court, that he doesn't have further restrictions from his misdemeanor court.
I don't know if that's appropriate. He's on bond for a felony criminal mischief, 150,000 to 300,000. Literally 2 days after being charged with a felony, he picks up another felony and a criminal mischief.
Yes, Judge. And I mean, I would just note, of course, these are all just allegations and
sure,
are currently,
but we keep picking up cases and it's 2 days later. What do you think?
Your Honor, I think $10,000, he picked up a new criminal mischief case 2 days after his felony criminal mischief.
And Judge, I'd ask that if you are inclined to set a cash bond, I'd ask that it be $1,000.
Mr. Baldwin, don't think that there are any conditions that we can place that will, my one and my only concern is my community and the protection thereof. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. And let me be frank,
100%.
you scare me.
I'm sorry to ask every time I just.
Stop. But Mr. Baldwin, actions speak louder than words. You're on bond for a really serious felony. You picked up 2 cases 2 days later. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 on this case. I'm not going to grant you a PR bond. I just think that, if you do bond out, you know what these conditions are. If you pick up any more cases, I'm just going to revoke and it just keep going up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good luck, sir. Thanks. All right. Please see the clerk. I'm sorry. Please see. Mr. Fan.
Correction, Your Honor.
Thank you, Adam.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have an off-topic matter, Mr. 9.
What's your cause number?
Cause number is 261.
Okay.
5546. Get ordered for him to have the strand. He did get the interlock. So he's asking the court to replace the interlock with the strand on it and allow him to drive.
Why do we say no driving? I don't remember. It's 261 5546. Oh, just because it's his third DWI within a year and a half. Yeah, it's a third DWI literally within a year and a half to 2 years. No, I don't think it's.
He was saying that he's having some difficulty with the speeder, so.
So we can put on the other ankle if he wants, but I'm not going to take his word for it. Just 3 DWIs within 2 years, really. So, yeah. Okay, thanks. Dane. Hey.
You're on George Kabadi on this?
What's the last name?
ABA.
ABA. Okay.
I think we needed a push on conditions.
Oh, he picked up a new case. Oh, no. He's out already.
He's
Got it.
out.
All right. Abiyan, come up. Do we know, hey, did alcohol or any kind of dope play a factor in this?
Taking a look right now, Your Honor.
Did not judge. There was a beer bottle thrown, but it's not related to drinking, consuming alcohol.
Yeah, there was a.
Was it a bar?
No, he was having a discussion with his girlfriend in the parking lot of their, they own a smoke shop. Somebody flashed a gun at him and picked the bottle up off of the ground, not anything that he was consuming allegedly through an allegation.
I'll have it, but there was a glass beer bottle thrown.
Okay. I mean, they smoking with them. That's it. I'm not.
Mr. Abiyan, as a condition of your bond, you're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons. If you do, if you pick up a new case, I'm just going to keep revoking the bond. And it's just going to keep going higher and higher and higher. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have you sign the conditions. After that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Past conditions with pre-trial that you gave him, when
That's
he, yes.
Yeah, then just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, please. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good, you?
Drama.
I'm here, Mr. Hamer Hernandez. who's
Okay.
over,
Is
apparently,
jail or bond? Custody? Is that with an H?
yes. Ronell
I don't.
Hernandez, and I was.
It might be under the phone now, Judge.
Oh, I think I see it. Okay, got it. Yes.
So apparently he had two criminal trespassing cases, one, he had a PR bond order, probably another few days later, he does not have any bond set for it. So
I have here one set at $100, one set at $400. Yeah, the new case is set at $400. I was gonna revoke the PR bond because he picked up a new case. 2007 he was born, so what, he's
18.
tell me what's going on with Mr. Hernandez.
Sure, I mean, he said that he had this.
Well, no, like, does he have a place to go? Is he on the
Yes,
streets?
he's on-
Where are the trespasses from?
Same apartment complex. It's from a place called La Bella Vista Apartments. The trespass warning was issued, first case that he went back.
Well, do you want anything in particular?
I was just hoping that he had a PR bond.
No, hell,
Okay.
no. I'll leave the bond as is,
Okay,
and I'm gonna put a monitor prior to release that he can't go back to this place,
okay.
but I'll leave it as is. I normally we revoke the bond if he picks up a new case, but I mean, he's 18. Just tell him not to go back to this place. If he picks up a third case, I'm gonna lose him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next case I have was just one that is Ms. Shantae Lewis. I don't know if she is on condition.
Lewis.
Oh, he didn't even sign it. Oh.
The Cynthia Shantae.
Yes, Miss Lewis, come up. Oh, I think we already have conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're good to go.
So I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, no, we don't. She needs to sign up.
Okay.
Just no contact with the complaining witness and no weapons. That's
Okay, thank you, Judge. Thank you.
well, let me tell her real. Come up, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll have you sign the conditions and then after that, you're good to go.
Right this way.
Counsel, come on up. Hey, how are you? Yeah, good afternoon. Are you ready? You know, Mr. Gatterson, all we want our streets safe. That's all we want in this life. And when you continue to pick up criminal cases, the only thing that happens, we as judges, is see danger, 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 danger over and over and over. Life doesn't get better the more cases you pick up. And if I were a bet man, I would say most were one thing and one thing only. What is the one thing that's behind every or most of your cases, Mr. Gatterson? No, self-control. You lose self-control and it's over and it's over. And I hope that at some point you don't dig yourself such a hole that you end up with a 50 to 70-year sentence, because you never know when that one thing you do takes a catastrophic turn that you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't intend for it to happen like that, but it just so happened. You're now charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The agreement you have worked out is 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to this agreement. Stop losing self-control. Good luck. Thank you, Mr. Yes, hey.
I'm reapproaching on question grade.
Okay.
Judge, I forgot to ask, could we actually have set his bond, now, good, or would we have to wait?
No, I'm gonna set it right now.
Like,
No, I just haven't had time to breathe yet, but when yes. Yes, of course. Okay. I was gonna set it at, it's a second violation. He's at 5,001 now, 10,002.
Judge, could you consider keeping it at 5,000? He is a student, a full-time student at the University of Houston. So he does have ties to the community, he does have a whole way to get to court. Additionally, if he does bond out, there are more restrictive.
So, hey, he will get a scram now, Mr. Gray, and then it can't be out in the middle of the night. What do you think?
I'm not opposed to it as long as there is the amount of monitoring as well.
About what?
The monitoring of the screen.
I'll raise it up $1,000, 6,002. Okay, all right. You get it. Yeah, so 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Oh, Mr. Alonge, come on, tell me, who you got?
I have Achar, is in jail, IRCH.
Okay.
Looks like the last time we reset it, you were thinking he was going to be able to bond out. He has not been able to afford bond. I'm still waiting for some discovery on this case. So we going to have to.
Is he undeferred now for felony assault?
Yeah, but I believe they filed a motion to dismiss the NHA.
What are they doing upstairs? Is there any?
It looks like there was, they dismissed the NHA.
Did they amend bond conditions?
From what I can see.
Yes, okay, so hey,
Okay.
it looks like he's going to ISF.
Yes, that's what's happening. And they won't allow him to go there until this case is taken care of. So he's kind of like an old here.
So we can't do anything. They want to send it to ISF, which is like an intersanctionary facility, it's something like of this nature. But they can't do that until this case is taken care of. So I don't know what you want to do. I mean, he can take a deal, they can dismiss it, I don't know. But you want to set it maybe a week to do discovery?
Yes, a week, and then I can talk to the state and see if they want to dismiss
okay.
it.
Okay. A week then. Okay.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You got it, thanks. Yeah. It's hard, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. That makes it a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
On April 19th, 26 in Harris County, Texas, the complaining witness advised that his ex-girlfriend, the defendant, was making threats against the complainant and the complainant's mom's lives. The complainant provided officers with multiple calls of the defendant saying she was going to kill the complainant. On April 17th, the defendant showed up at the house and told the complaining witness's mom she was going to kill her son. On April 19th, the defendant texted, "I got something for her. Put somebody down and I'm not scared of nobody. You think I'm playing on the phone? Your mama needs to find somewhere else to stay. That's not everything. I love your dead ass, daddy." And a pic of a firearm.
And a what?
A picture of a firearm as well.
Got it. Okay, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons or not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. If you violate these conditions, I will order your arrest, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
I would like to present this to you because I actually done a police report on them on the 16th. I just want to get to see our document.
I don't, There's nothing that I can do with that. You need a lawyer and the lawyer can help you with
Okay,
that. I
can
just
have
don't.
a copy of the, thing, and can you please make sure you send it out to him also, because he's already reached out to me.
Who what?
The person that's just saying that I'm gonna,
So-
on, they already called me, like, I keep adding to my police report.
You have the right to remain silent. Stop. You're gonna, everything you say, they're gonna sit there and type and try to use it against you. Just don't. You need a lawyer.
Yeah, I just thought
Right.
if I was to tell you that they were.
So look, if this person reaches out to you, hang up. If they call you from an unknown number, hang up. At some point, they'll get the message. If they come to your house, don't open the door. You know, if they text you, do not reply. Just, there's records for everything in this life. You know what I mean? Everything is recorded. You can get phone records, you can get, so just don't have any contact and don't pick up any new cases. Don't have any weapons and all will be fine. I'm not asking much from you. You know what I mean?
That's fine. Yes, sir. But just
It's-
give it to a lawyer when I get one.
Do you want to hire a lawyer? Do you want to apply for a court-appointed
I've
lawyer?
done the paper when I was in jail for a court appointed.
That's only for magistration.
Okay, yes, I'll take it.
It's, so what we're going to do is we're going to send you home with one now. It's 12:30. It's
Okay,
late.
fine.
When we come back, have it filled out and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. And at that point, if you do, we'll appoint you a lawyer. In the meantime, if you want to go hire a lawyer, you're most welcome to do that.
Yes, sir.
Just don't pick up any new cases. Don't have any contact with this person. I don't care who initiates it. Okay? We'll have bond conditions created for you to sign. Once you sign them and the reset, at that point, you'll be free to go. So
Okay.
don't leave until you come here.
Copy of it, though, for the,
We're gonna give you a copy.
contact?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You'll get a copy of it, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So can you file?
Yes, sir.
What is the time for your reset?
Mr. Mendoza.
Correct. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Mendez. Sir, you're charged with possession of a gambling device or equipment. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You understand? From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You understand? If you ever pick up another case, the minimum punishment is now 90 days in jail. Okay? So, all right, you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
I already signed regulation.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm in the high school still.
Well, just be careful, you know?
I just follow the phone, let's say.
Yeah.
I'm already signed.
Yeah, I understand. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
No, I don't think.
Do you plead guilty or not guilty to this case?
Oh. I
plead guilty, please.
Oh, you do? I didn't hear. it. Okay. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow this agreement, sentence you to the 12 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 4 days that you've done. Good luck to you, Mr. Mendes. Okay, Victoria. I'm going to go through the list. Oh, I'm sorry. You have more? Dang, you're high maintenance.
Very easy, Judge.
Okay, what's the word?
Judge, we like, cross setting, we'll waive, any, notice periods of the corporate deal
Judge,
session.
this was a jailhouse assault.
I remember.
I found out today that the complaint is not in custody anymore. So I haven't had a chance to talk to the complainant at all or even get a contact number. I sent it to my investigator today. So if we can have just a bit more time to try and get it.
Can you, maybe a day or two, just to see if they can rip it, to see if
Judge, I will.
you make like a really good attempt to try to rip the person within the next day or so?
Don't have a number yet because it was a jailhouse assault. So they didn't have any contact information, but I have it, I sent it to our investigator. To try and get the number.
Would you tell me, what do you want to do?
If the state promises so. Do something for next week, we get rolled the next week.
Can you send it to the investigator now, right?
Yes. it's-
Just let them know that he's asking for a 10-day trial setting at the next setting. If you guys haven't, then we're gonna tee it up. Okay?
Okay. No, that's fine. I mean,
And maybe they'll,
exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah.
pushing for.
Okay, all right. Vic,
Yes, sir. Top on page 5,
okay,
are we getting the phone number?
Bell. It's a UCW. Antoine was in here earlier.
There's 2 bells with the ECW.
It starts with a D.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's being dismissed.
Okay. Top of page 7,
5001.
Judge, we checked in, but I wasn't sure what was supposed to do, like a sequence or something. And nobody was attached.
It's set THA, right? Yeah, just THA.
Okay, well, just here.
Okay. Who's next?
Top of page 12, are we expecting a novel on that one?
Hillsman.
We needed another class certificate and we emailed defense counsel about it. We haven't gotten, it was a PTI.
And the defendant's not here?
You want us to check in Gilsman?
I guess 5001. Supposed to be here.
Top of 15. It's a fugitive case, you checked in.
He's not supposed to check in. He's supposed to check in the demanding jurisdiction.
Oh, it got dismissed.
Got it. Okay.
Top of 19, are we getting a dismissal on that one?
Yeah, they did. They did. I signed it. Yeah.
Bottom of 22,
2501.
defendant checked in and said he hired somebody, but nobody's coming.
Okay, I guess just roll it. Just roll it a week.
Page 27, with no PC by the magistrate.
Zematis. Zemitis. Zemitis touch.
Is it ZER?
ZEM. Like Zima. Remember the Zima? You ever have a Zima? God, those were god awful. Remember Zima? Those were so good. Terrible.
I'm sorry, Judge, I don't think I approached on this one. What was going on?
No PC per magistrate.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys going to get rid of it or are you going to indict it?
I'll find it.
Yeah, no, just 1 week.
Yeah.
I got to go back to court 10.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
On that dermatitis?
Yeah.
It's actually, I've been told to scan it.
Well,
Use
she said if you find a PC.
I can't. It's already been no PC. I can't I don't think I can redo it. Once no PC is found, we lose jurisdiction over the person.